Welcome back to my channel, Sparkling Glue. So glad to have you here today. So I've been working on a junk journal and I wanted to share it with you and maybe just go over a few of the things I did to make it. It was a lot of fun. First, this is a bow from Hobby Lobby. So here was another one. And I just pulled it apart and was left with this strip with the little pearls already on it. So actually it was a couple of them came out of the bow. So it did tear a little bit, so just keep that in mind. It maybe if you did it, I just pulled it apart. Maybe if you did it a little more careful, or I don't know, it may just rip no matter what, the way it's glued and sewed. But anyway, that is a cute little tie. The front I just covered regular cardstock with lace, and I used Fabri-Tac to glue it down. The rest of it I used art glitter glue, but anywhere that was any kind of fabric or lace. And this is a ruffle from Walmart. And this is what it looks like. So you just, when you want to glue it, just pull it a little bit. If you pull too much, it tears out all the string, which I did. But if you just pull it a little bit, pull it taut and glue it down, it makes a really cute border. So that's something else. The front is a playing card frame. What's it called? A playing card case, I guess, in plastic, and I glued lace around the outside. I have a video, I did that before in a video, I'll link that below. And then, so then it has a little pocket that you can slide things in and out if you want to for the frame. So I did that, and then I just put a little sticker, and I have glue all over me, a little sticker on top of the plastic. And then so the whole journal really, which I forgot to mention that, is from a magazine. And it's Country Home magazine. And I had a lot of fun doing this. So I cut out all kinds of pictures, and I'll show them to you throughout the magazine, and glued them in, and words. This is, even after making this whole journal, I have almost half the magazine left, because like the front half was all flowers, which is what I used, and the back is a lot of decorating, which is great too for a journal. I just was using the floral. So if you want to try it, get a magazine that you enjoy what it's about, whatever it may be. Also that you like the images. But I found myself reading articles in it that I would have probably never sat down and read. And so it was kind of, I had a really good time with it, actually. Surprising. All right, so this is from the and the paper is very thin. It's probably not going to hold up great, so as pockets. So you really might want to glue it down to a piece of cardstock before using it as a pocket, which I didn't here. But what I did for this and the whole book, and I'll show you how to do it, it's called Deckled Edges. And all you're doing is tearing and inking. But I saw some books online, some journals, and I really loved them. I wanted to buy them, and they're a little expensive. And I looked up this deckling, and it's so easy, and it comes out really cute. Here, I'll show you what I did. So if you just take a piece of paper, and I folded it in half, and this is 8.5 by, well, maybe a little over 5. So just fold your paper to the size you want, and then you can tear by hand, or you can use one of these little tearing rulers, which I did. I used a lot, and I really enjoyed it. Go as close to the edge as you can. The closer you go to the edge, the harder it is to tear, just so at least for me with the cardstock. So, you know, and just tear. And then go ahead and do your other side. And they don't have to be exact. This is what makes it so nice. You can do it. So now you have these edges, and I'm using Tim Holtz Vintage Photo, and this is a new ink I just got, and it comes out very dark, and I'm enjoying that. So just depending on if you like the dark, but I am, at least for this journal. So, and then just ink your edges. And then you get that deckle look. I don't know if it's deckle or deckled, and I apologize. And then you just add it to your journal or cards. And this one, what I did is I just did a cascading. So I just tore each one a little shorter as I went up. And then I put it together with a little brad. Here, I put a paper clip on this little file folder. This little brad, and then these can be journaling cards or whatever you want to do with them, but that was kind of cute, and it added a lot of extra space, I thought. So let me just put that back in the pocket, and let's put the ink away. And then these strips here that you pull off, you can use them. You can ink them and then put them as borders on things. So that's a lot of fun too. Country Home, the name of the magazine, I thought it would be appropriate to add it to the book, and so I did. And this is another pocket, but like I said, it's very thin and it's going to rip the way I glued it. And then this is just a sticker that I put on here. And this page, what I did is I cut this out just for the size. I wasn't paying that much attention to what I was cutting. I knew I wanted all the words and to get the butterfly in frame. So I cut it, and after it was done, this is what I had left, and I thought, I don't know, let me try. And I glued it down to the adjacent page, and I think it came out pretty cute. But like I said, I didn't plan it. I don't know how hard it would be if you actually sat and tried to figure out, but it just happened to work. So anyway, that's just so maybe just some of your scraps that you're cutting up, especially from the magazines that have such pretty paper, keep that in mind. You might be able to use it even if you're using it a different direction. This is just a really pretty flower that they had in the magazine, and so is this rose, and so I made a pocket, and then I glued the large rose down. And this is just, I did that little deckle to the book again, or torn edges is what we really all call it normally. But I did look it up because I was wanting to get those journals. This is, again, the ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I just glued it here. Just some little pouches, a little pouch I made and glued some more of the ribbon to it. And this is, I believe I made this on the Cricut, and I will put the link in Design Space because this pocket is also on that link. So it's just a pocket that you fold up, and it's a double pocket. Well, it's not, I didn't glue it as a double pocket, but you absolutely can. Just, I glued the whole thing down and just left this open, but you can just glue the sides. And you can make this, if you don't have a Cricut, just by folding a piece of paper. So at a different size of, and then you would ink the edge here and glue this down, and then you have a double pocket, and obviously you'd resize it to make it work for you. But so that's, and then for the tags, I took a piece of cardstock and all the little leftover pieces that I had torn and cut, I glued onto a page and then cut them out into tags. So you'll see that throughout the journal. This is also on the Cricut, but it's just a flip page. All it is take a piece of paper, whatever size, and just make a fold about a half an inch, but it can be any, whatever works for you, and then glue it down, and then you have a flip. And so these are just staggered, you know, one's larger than the other. And this is a little pocket also that I made on Cricut, and like I said, it's all in the same file, Design Space project, so when I link it below you'll see all of them. This is a piece of paper, just like something like that, and what I did is I covered it all in washi tape. And I saw this on Silver and Sparkle channel, I believe is what it's called, and I'll link it below. And so she was making just washi tape tags and different or cards, and it was really cute, and she did it diagonal, which looks great too. So anyway, and that is so if you have washi tape, that's just a fun little thing you can do to add some color. And this page is just pieces of the magazine, and what I did for the middle strip here, before I bound the book, I glued just right in the middle a piece of ribbon, and then I punched the holes and put the string through after it was glued, so it's actually in the binding. And I didn't glue everything down, so you can still put the pictures underneath. I thought that was kind of pretty, and I only did that on the middle, but you could certainly do it on every page, or however you want to do it. Next page, same kind of thing. I just glued a big picture down, and then this is just craft cardstock and some words, and this is just our from pieces of the magazine. And this is just a really large tag, and I like it, and I didn't angle the sides, so that's kind of fun too. This way you don't have to spend all the time making sure they're even and exact, and I think it looks pretty. So it's just a large tag. Here's another pocket from Cricut, but again, you can just fold up a piece of paper and make it. Oh, so yeah, let me show you this, and I have it here, the front page. This is a really fun page. So all you do, I have this large stamp I got from Hobby Lobby. You don't have to have one this big, but it just works really fast. Make sure you put something under your paper because it gets all over the place. And go ahead and ink, and then just push down. And to line up, all I do is kind of go up to right almost where it stopped. And there you go. You have a whole, and I don't know, I really like this. And this huge ink pad too. Again, Hobby Lobby. And then I just put a stickers on top, and I think it makes it look so fancy for, you know, or really completed look. And even with the edges that we tore, you could use this in the book right now. So that's kind of nice, and look how quick, right? So let me get back to, all right, our big tag. And then this isn't my typical colors, but I really thought these tulips were so pretty. So I just put a piece of like a yellow paper I had that kind of went, and then this was words from in the magazine, Wonder Awaits, and that just matched pretty. And this is just some tags I had, and then I glued a little strip of cardstock on top. This page is words, little sayings, kind of fun. And this is also from Cricut, but you can make this as well. It's just a trifold, so it folds up once and then down. And then there's some pockets you can add. And if you guys are interested in learning if I'm going too fast or not showing this, and you want to know how to make it without the Cricut, I would be more than happy to do a video and show you how to do that if you don't have the cutting machine. I added a doily in just before I sewed the album. This is just picture from the magazine. Same thing again, pictures from the magazine. I made pockets with just some paper I had and the tags that are cut up from the magazine. And again, oh, and here, this back page is the same thing. I did the large stamp, and then I had this really big sticker that I put on it. I left the back empty, and I did the same with the front. And I don't know, I kind of like it with nothing right now, and I thought maybe it could be journaling spots, or maybe I'll think of something and add it later. But and to make this, all I did is take an 11 by 8.5 piece of paper and folded it in half, and that is the whole size of all the papers. And it was just cardstock and kind of different beiges and browns. I mixed it up. You can't tell that much now, but when I first put it together, before anything was in it, I was wondering if it wasn't going to work because the pages were so different. It looked so different, but once you have it decorated, it all just kind of blends. I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to share with you, but again, I just wanted you to see this, and I'll put all the links below to the videos that I mentioned and the other pages. And if you get an opportunity and you have an extra magazine, or you can pick one up that's something you enjoy, this is a really fun, it was a really fun project. I found myself almost, I don't, lost, you know, and you just start getting so into your designing and decorating, and it's just relaxing. And there was, you know, there was nothing you could really do wrong with it. It's just cutting out or tearing and having fun. And so for a tip though, like the collage pages I did, I wasn't sure if I was going to make them in the book or on a tag, but I did do them on a separate piece of paper, not in the book. Reason being, well, first of all, if you want to cut it up, it's not in your book. Also, when you're just gluing little pieces, you know, if it's in the book, I think you're more worried how it looks or where you put every item. And when it's just on a piece of paper that you know you don't need to use in your book, or you can, you know, do whatever you need to do with it, you can relax a little bit and have a little more fun. At least that's how I felt. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you were able to have some fun with some magazines, making some albums. And anyway, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.